Good morning. My name is Veronica Brandon Miller, and welcome to the 25th anniversary of the Manatee County Stand Down. For 25 years, Turning Points has planned and hosted this, and obviously they do amazing work, so thank you for all you do for this community. And to all the veterans, thank you for your service. Presenting the colors today, please welcome JROTC Bulls Battalion from Parish Community High School. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now please welcome Pastor Dustin from the Bayshore Gardens Community Church, who will say the invocation.
No one usually ever claps before I pray. I wonder if we could try that again. That was really fantastic. Listen, y'all are fantastic, and thank you so much for being up here. I know it was looping, so I didn't want to mess with it, but I've never had a sound tech either. This is fantastic. My green M&Ms are where? And thank y'all, volunteers. Thank you so much for showing up today, and for all our veterans. We love you, and if you don't hear anything that I pray about, would you hear this? You matter. You are important. We're proud of you. We love you. Thank you for being here. Would you bow your heads, please? Gracious God, we thank you for this great country in which we live. God, we pray for the leaders of this country that you would soften their hearts, that they would care more and more and more about the people that live in this country, and especially our great veterans. And not just would they show it with their words, but would they show it with their cash. God, would you help us to help one another? Would you help us to be encouraged and an encourager? For those of us who are able to help, would you help us to be a helpers? And would you help each one of us ask for help when we need it? Would you bless the efforts of these volunteers and all the great workers who are here today? And would you bless each and every veteran in this fairgrounds, in this state, and in this country? Jesus, in your great name, God's people said amen. 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 Thank y'all.
Well, that was the best invocation I ever heard. Thank you. Okay. And he's tall. Okay, let's go down. I got it. Yeah. Okay, now we would like everyone in attendance a special thank you for our elected officials. Representing U.S. Congressman Vern Buchanan, Susanna Morrison. Where are you? Hi. And we would also like to introduce and welcome Mayor Jean Brown from Bradenton, Braden City Councilwoman Marianne Murnaby, sorry. I still love you. And then now I would like to introduce Manatee County Commissioner Kevin Van Ostenbridge, who will give a speech. There you are.
Hey, good morning. Don't worry, I don't know about speech. Let's make it a statement. How's that? Just kind of move things along, right? You don't want to hear me forever. Microphone up. How's that? Better? Okay. A little higher. I think it means the volume, not, you see me, but okay. Anyway, all right. So anyway, first of all, it is an absolutely beautiful morning in Manatee County, is it not? Absolutely gorgeous out. And I want to thank all of you all for being here. Thank all of these volunteers that are here. And of course, the whole purpose of this is to honor our veterans in Manatee County. Manatee County, we have a population of strong patriots in this county who truly love and honor our veterans every single day. The County Commission just recently made a deal with Turning Points to build a veterans housing facility over in West Bradenton. And the idea is to ensure that there are no homeless veterans in Manatee County. That's right. Currently, we have 80 veterans that are living on the streets. There'll be 122 units in this facility to start the first phase. And so the idea is that there will be no homeless veterans in Manatee County. And we had tremendous support from the community for that as we started to ease our way into it. A $6 million contribution from the county and a combination of public and private partnership. But the tremendous support we had for the community really speaks volumes, and I think that looking out here today at the number of volunteers and the number of organizations who are out here who support our veterans every single day, that really speaks volumes. So thank you all so much for your support on that. Thank you so much for what you're doing today, and of course, thank and God bless all of our veterans.
And now please welcome Kathleen Kramer, the Executive Director of Turning Points. Ooh, I have a fan club. I like it. So it was midnight last night, and I'm thinking, I'm going to wing it tomorrow. And then at midnight, I woke up and thought, oh, you can't wing it. You have to write things down. You have to have great remarks for these incredible people. And so this happened at midnight. But I want to say first, Turning Points has hosted this incredible event for 25 years. And we could not have done it without the community. It is a community event, 100%. From not just my incredible team that puts in lots of hours to get folks together, but look at all the gold shirts, our volunteers here today, the sponsors that you see on the sign, our VFWs, Manatee County government, the court. I mean, we have so many people who come together to make this event possible. Over 50 nonprofit agencies are here today to provide support and to provide service. And so it's a wonderful community we call home. They all come here together each year to celebrate our veterans, to thank you for your service and your sacrifice, to connect with you, to serve you, and to love on you. Your willingness to sacrifice for our country and our freedom has earned our deepest gratitude. All of these people are here to just love on our veterans. Today's not a day to be humble. How many of you have heard a veteran kind of shrug it off like it was a job? I didn't see any action. It's no big deal. Today is not that day. Today is a day to stand proud in your service, to allow yourself to soak in our gratitude and our love, to allow yourself to feel like the hero we all know you are. Ronald Reagan summed it up when he said,
Some people live an entire lifetime and wonder if they ever made a difference in the world. A veteran doesn't have that problem. Thank you all to all of our veterans for making a difference in the world. We believe that real heroes don't wear capes, they wear fatigues. Thank you, everyone. Let's make this a fantastic 25th annual stand down.
I quickly want to thank all of our sponsors: AmeriLife, MCR Health, Goodwill Minnesota, Carl's Reynolds Law, Manatee Memorial Hospital, Aetna, U.S. Department of Veterans Services, Manatee County Government, Manatee Elks Lodge 2734, Lakewood Ranch, Sarasota Elks Lodge 2855, Sarasota Elks 2495, Charles with MET, Manatee Educational Television, Palmetto Build, Christian Care Alliance of Manatee, and Tropicana. And thank you to all our volunteers who helped plan today. You're amazing, and volunteers are the lifeline of organizations. So thank you so much. I'm going to clap. All right. In a minute, we're going to ask everyone to go back to the registration because you're going to get a lot of gifts. And this is what you're going to get. You're going to register, receive a wristband so you can go through the service areas. You cannot go through the service areas without the wristband. At registration, you will receive the wristband. How many times am I going to say wristband? Okay. A map, a punch card for a grand prize of $150, which will go off at 11:45. And you get 4 punches on the card before 11:30 to be eligible. When you get the punches, just come here to the jar over here and put your punch card in. However, we will still be awarding raffle prizes every half hour today. So very cool. Your name will be randomly selected at registration. We will record your names on the board over here if you missed your name being called. We will have the list at turning points also. This is a grand prize. You do not need to be present to win. Veteran services, social services, and health services are in the Veterans Hall over there. The Veterans Amnesty Court is over there. I'm Vanna. Look at this. Look at that. Just come back here before 11:30 and turn in your card to these volunteers for the raffle. Get some breakfast, some lunch, and listen to some amazing music behind me from Crushed Velvet on the Farm. How cute is that? I love it. And thank you, veterans, and have a great day.
Well, I think it's important, obviously, to honor the veterans and the people that have served our country. You know, and we look at politicians, which I am one now, which is kind of funny to say, but you know, you look back and you say, okay, the little bit I have done is nothing compared to what the veterans that are here today and those that have gone before us to sacrifice for what we do. And it's important to continue to celebrate that, and turning points to turn that into a 25 years of giving back, and all of the sponsors is just proud to be a part of it. Well, I think what people sometimes don't realize is, you know, Manatee County is a government, City of Bradenton's a government, City of Palmetto is a government, and as well as our beaches. But all of us are still one because we're all in Manatee County. And, you know, a big portion of what we do in working together and paying our taxes goes to the county. So people don't realize that 60% of what you pay to the City of Bradenton ends up in county government. And we're proud to be able to say, hey, we're supporting all of it and then working together. You see the governments now, you know, can have differences at times, but we work together to promote what we can do. And we're proud to be a part of Manatee County, as well as do what we can to help our turning points. And sometimes we have to work together to try to figure out bigger solutions. And that's what we're doing right now for veterans and all homeless and services that can be done in Manatee County. Well, obviously last year I did kind of opening remarks, and the crowd wasn't quite as big last year, so I'm proud to see that things are progressing and it's gotten bigger this year. and you see the volunteers with the yellow shirts. That shows you the love of who people do to support not only the veterans, but our county. Well, I think the veterans really have to think about, where services are and what can be done, and they are there for you. So we know a lot of the homeless and the veteran service type programs are helping people, but our veterans need to know that if it's more of a mental thing at times, come out and help you find those that you need. But please seek the help and take the help. And we know that's a hard thing to do, but as things progress, and I know we talk about a lot of times in government, it takes a long time. Well, these governments in our county now are working to not put it on the street 5 years from now, put it on the street very much sooner. Well, the city's really working hard to try to proactively, develop our urban core. We've talked about a lot of the things in the sprawl that are happening, but if we can develop our urban core, it gives opportunity for us to have more financial support, think different things that we can actually then do more things for all of the city and work with the county, which includes the veterans and all of the individuals that need that hand up, not a handout.
Well, we have so many veterans in Manatee County who they've served their country honorably. They've come home, and a lot of them are having trouble making a transition from their time in service into sort of civilian life. And this provides a lot of opportunities and a lot of sort of connections in Manatee County of things that can help them sort of get on their feet, help them get working, and help them get back into the groove of things. Sure. So the Board of County Commissioners recently made a deal with Tunnels for Towers, which is based out of New York. A lot of people are familiar with them. They originated out of the 9/11 catastrophe, the terrorist attack, and so they reached out to us in the end, and they were looking to expand and have veteran housing facilities. We have right at 80 homeless veterans in Manatee County, and a veteran on the street should never happen. And we feel that way strongly. Manatee County we're a community of really strong patriots, and we got a lot of community support on the deal. It was sort of a difficult negotiation with Tunnels for Towers, but eventually we got to a point where we could all agree on. We're thrilled with it. Phase 1 will be 122 units, which will house, hopefully, every homeless veteran in Manatee County. Sarasota County vets will be eligible as well. You'll have to be able to show some kind of proof of residency in Manatee County, or at least that you were sort of born and raised here, attended a school here at some point. So you'll have to have that attachment to Manatee County, but I think that's what we were after. We wanted to make sure that Manatee County residents were helping Manatee County veterans. They do. Turning Points is a fantastic organization in Manatee County. They do a lot for veterans. They do a lot for really everyone in Manatee County. Board of County Commissioners does contribute about $500,000 to Turning Points every year because of the public service that they provide. They're in a business that the county does not want to be in. So it's a public-private partnership that we have with them. They raise a lot of private funds, and the city of Bradenton is a contributor to them as well. And we do whatever we can to sort of help them stand up and continue to provide the services that they do. Sure. The mayor and I got here 20 minutes early. We had to drive around for 5 minutes to find a parking space. So it is really a tremendous outpouring of support for our veterans. It doesn't surprise me at all. Manatee County, like I said, is a very patriotic town, and we love our vets, and I think our vets feel it in Manatee County. Look at Veterans Park, look at the Veterans Housing Facility we're working on right now. This county, it's 25 years we've been doing this, and I think it's something that vets know is happening, and that's the thing, is once you start something and you continue it every year and you become dedicated to it, it grows and it snowballs, and that's what's happened with this event. Community and Veteran Services, we appointed Lee. He is a vet. He was an officer in the Navy. We're really proud to have him on board. He's really enthusiastic about the job as well. And I think you're going to see Community and Veterans Affairs become more involved and take a more proactive approach when it comes to veterans and boots on the ground. That started under Mr. Washington, who did a tremendous job with getting that. And that's similar to this event. It takes time and it has to snowball. But that started under Mr. Washington, and I think Lee's going to do a great job. Both of them were first named Lee, oddly enough, the past director and the current director. So I think between the two Lees, from one to the next, I think that's going to snowball and it's going to continue to build momentum. And I think veterans in this county will hear from them sooner than later. Sure, I would say Manatee County loves you, we respect you, we honor you, and we thank you for your service.
all of us in elected office could not do our jobs if it hadn't been for the veterans. We would not live in a community, a state, or a country that has free elections. So I personally want to thank every veteran for everything that they've done. My father was a veteran, left Bradenton High School at 17 to join the Marine Corps, and ended up at Iwo Jima. So I know a little bit about it. He would not tell me much because he said it wasn't something that a girl should know. But our veterans are the ones that have put the work in and signed the check for us to have a free society. And I don't think any veteran should have to sleep on the streets that they were willing to stand up and protect. So that's why I like working with Turning Points. My family and I have supported it ever since it got started. And we're very excited to hear about the Veterans Village that's going to be set up in our community. Being a native of Bradenton, I have never known our community not to step up when presented with a need. And they have done that every time. I've seen it over and over again. And this is one of those causes that's should be near and dear to everyone. This is a fabulous turnout for the 25th year. When we have people come together to work for good in the community, that's all anybody should want in their hometown. I would say on behalf of the city, we thank you. We thank you and we respect you. And we want the very best for you.
Well, what's really interesting is the Veterans Stand Down began in war. It was a time where you could put down your weapons and just take a break. And when you are homeless, unhoused, experiencing homelessness, you're in battle every single day. And so to be able to host a day when we can come and love on our veterans, love on our community members in need, and they can take that break and just take that rest, it's a real honor to be able to do that. And we've been doing it for 25 years here in Manatee County. Absolutely. Turning Points is just one of many incredible agencies serving our veterans in Manatee County, and we're so honored to do so. When veterans come in, there's lots of different opportunities. We have a free medical and dental clinic. We have housing services that are available, rental and utility assistance. Every veteran who comes in needing case management or housing assistance meets with a veteran. So we have 2 veterans who are case managers at Turning Points, and so they prioritize all veterans meet with them so that they can also make sure they're connecting with all available resources for them. Veterans have resources available that others do not. We want to make sure they're connecting to all of those resources. We partner with Goodwill Minnesota for job coaching for our veterans as well as other community members in need. And really, it's our job to help navigate all of the resources available to our veterans. So we help to make sure that they're accessing all services across all agencies in Manatee County. We are absolutely thrilled about the first ever permanent supportive housing coming to Manatee County, and it happens to be for veterans. And so Tunnels to Towers will be building 120 units for veterans, and it's permanent supportive housing, which means as long as they need to become self-sustaining, to become stable, to become able to be housed in the community. And for some people, that may be the last place that they live. They may live out their years there, but it's a really incredible program. U.S. vets will be running all the wraparound services that will be available right on site for our veterans. It's going to be incredible. We're thrilled because, you know, rising tides lift all boats. And so it will allow us to have a place for veterans to go and to be able to connect in, even more so, have the dedicated resource just for them. Everybody in their social services area will be there to serve the veterans, and it will take some pressure off other agencies in the community. We will learn from U.S. vets and Tunnels to Towers because they are experts in what they do, so we are thrilled for our community. It's incredible. We're here to help our neighbors in need, both veterans and non-veterans. It's what all the social service agencies are here to do in our community. And so we can all come together, meet people, love on them, thank them for their service, and help connect them to resources. It's such a great way to connect everybody quickly. Their problems aren't going to be solved here today, but they can meet perhaps the agency that can help them tomorrow. Well, it's an honor to serve our veterans. We take it seriously. We believe in it wholeheartedly, and we want all veterans to know that if they need assistance, they can come to Turning Points. And if we can't help you, we will connect you with other people in the community who can.
Well, we owe a lot of things. We owe a lot to the veterans, and this is a small thing to do for them. MCR takes care of a lot of patients here in Manatee County, and my own father, is a veteran. I feel like, taking care of them and giving back to them, taking care of their needs. I see a lot of people here. It's very, very important that we support them and their families in whatever way we can. So we take care of their kids, we take care of their families. We have a lot of services that we offer. We have a family practice, we have the internal medicine people, we have OBGYN, we have pediatricians, orthopedics, pulmonologists, cardiologists, gastroenterologists, dermatologists. We have specialty care, wound care, which I know is very important. We also have care coordination to take care of needs of people who don't have um, much resources. So, for example, if they need help with transportation, procuring medications. By the way, we also have pharmacies in our locations. So it's very easy when you go to our practice. You can actually be seen and get your medication the same day, and we can even deliver medications to the homes of patients. And we take care and make sure that patients are actually getting their medications on a regular basis, because we know that sometimes that's what the problem is. You have the prescription, but you cannot take the medication. So for us, it's very important to take care of the whole, the entire needs of the patient. Yes, we see a lot of children. We are a big group. We take care of children of veterans. Actually, I see a lot of people who have retired and moved here to Florida. So we're very excited to take care of these patients. And again, like I said, for me it's special because my own father is a veteran. So today we have the dental. We actually have a lot of things here. And what I kind of smile when I see that the hair, the barbers are one of the most popular ones. And I actually went to Arcadia one time for a similar volunteer activity, and it's always full. So we need volunteers for like dentists, for example, vision. We are checking for hepatitis C or hepatitis. We're checking blood sugars, blood pressures. And I think it's very important to just be able to introduce this to our population and make sure that they know that they have access to care. And especially with MCR Health, we provide access to care. Even if you have no insurance, we basically offer these services at a sliding scale fee if you have no coverage. So we make sure that we're there to take care of the population, actually. Well, we want to make sure that, people know that we are here to provide services, really. And we are, I joined MCR Health because of the vision, which is to provide access to care no matter what your, ability to pay is. If whether or not you have insurance, you will be able to access the services. And we try our care coordination department is definitely, it impressed me what they're actually able to do. We are really able to help people with transportation, basic needs, just providing access and connecting to the different agencies that we are there for them. As much as they served, the United States and basically defended our freedom and fought for us, not a whole lot of people are able to do what they did. And we appreciate that very much. And this is a very small gesture compared to what they have done already. So it's really appreciated and we are here for them.
Yep, so I'm Brandon, I'm a PA, and I work at the Southwest location, and I'm here today helping for the hepatitis C testing. Yeah, so hepatitis C is curable, so it's really easy to treat, and that's why I enjoy it so much. We have plenty of patients who don't even know about their diagnosis, and out Southwest, we have plenty of patients who have insurance, but we have also plenty of patients who don't have insurance, and we can always get the patients treated, with or without insurance. Yeah, so it's going to be usually one of two medications, and the treatment is 8 to 12 weeks. So 2 to 3 months, and you're cured from hepatitis C. And the treatment's much different than what it used to be. Even 5 years ago, every patient had side effects with treatment. And now, very rarely do I have a patient have any side effects with treatment, and there's really no long-term side effects with treatment. Yeah, so we really care about our veterans, and we want to take care of our veterans, and we have plenty of resources to do that, so that's why it's important for us to be here. Yeah, so we have a really big care management or case management team, and they can help with a lot of different things. They can help getting established with insurance, they can help with transportation, they can help with getting connected to all of the resources and getting established with a primary care provider. Yep, so we have infectious disease, so we treat HIV, Hep C. We have podiatry, we have orthopedics, pulmonology, we have a general surgeon, we have a gastroenterologist, so we have a lot of different providers. Yeah, I want them to know that we care about them, we love them, we want to help, so please reach out with anything that they need, any questions that they need, and we're going to go out of our way to help them.
MCR, I think, is a vital part of the community, and also so are veterans. Veterans are very important. They deserve the best health care possible, and that's what we strive to do with MCR Health. We want to get them proper services that they need, and get our name out there to them and say that we support them with anything they need. Yeah, MCR is a multi-specialty group. We have multiple types of specialties such as podiatry, like me, medicine, general surgery, urology. We also have case managers to help out with social needs as well. And we also provide care for anybody that needs care. When I look at a veteran's feet, I see a lifetime of devotion and hard work, right? A lot of arthritis and a lot of things from serving our country that need to be treated. And I hope that when they come see us that we can provide that quality care that they deserve. Just thank you so much. We wouldn't be here without them. They're kind of the lifeline of our community, and they deserve all the recognition in the world. And that everyone in Manatee County does really support them and thank them.
Okay. My name is Priska. I am the Chief Nursing Officer and an accreditation at MCR Health. My purpose today here is representing MCR in itself and part of the nursing department. I am here with Frida Pineda. She is one of our clinical directors. She helps oversee some of the offices and some of the clinical nurse leaders and nurses in our offices. Why we play such an important part here today is we have been very honored and privileged to be partnered with Turning Points for many years. This is a great event. We obviously nursing is work of the heart, and we care about our veterans, and we want to make sure that they know that we are here to make sure that we're here to do some screenings, get some education, being able to let them know the services that we offer at MCR. We are here to serve those who can and that are underserved as well. Those that can pay, some that can't pay, but we are here to give you the same kind of service. We will never turn you away. We will always be here to help you, guide you, and provide you with the resources that you need. We are a nonprofit organization. We have been in our community for over 40 years, and we are proudly serving 3 counties, Sarasota, Manatee, and DeSoto County. I am very privileged to be leading our group of nursing. We have over 300 nursing that are proudly members of MCR, and we look for really high-skilled nursing, but most importantly, we look for that positive, outgoing attitude that is here to care for our patients. We're not here it's not just a job for us, it's beyond that. We just don't take care of you when you walk in our door. When you go home, we're still working on your case. We're still working on your orders. We're making sure that you are able to get the care that you need. We partner with local partners such as like We Care, Care Connection, Turning Points, so that we can continue to offer you other services outside of MCR so that you can get that whole care in itself. That is very important. Our veterans did something for our country, and they deserve all of the honor. They are the reason that we are able to live in a country where we have our freedom, and therefore they are top priority, and we should give them all the care that they need. Turning Point has done an excellent job, not only serving our homeless community, but also those veterans that might not be in the best situation right now. We are proud to be able to be partnered with them and to see them in our offices and be able to provide them the care, provide them the resources that they need in order to be able to continue to at least have the great health that they deserve to have after everything that they've done for us. I feel very proud of the organization that I have proudly been part of for the last 17 years. My whole nursing career has been here with MCR, and I have proudly grown, and I feel very honored and very privileged to be part of them and to be part of this organization. We proudly stand behind our community. We are a community-based resource. Our founder who founded us, that was the vision and the mission, that we would be here to serve a community of those who did not have the resources, of those who could not get the quality care that they needed. And that vision and that mission still continues up until this day. And everybody who is here today representing, we have over 50 volunteers today with MCR offering our time and our service because our veterans deserve that and much more. I would like our veterans to know that MCR is here for you. We will always be here for you. You can always come to one of our centers, even if you just need to come and just chat and just tell us how you're feeling, how you're doing, or you just want to see a smile. Just know that we appreciate you and everything that you have done for us, and you will always have a home. You will always have a community out here for you, and you will always have the health care that you need, whether it's medical, whether it's vision, whether it's dental, whether it's counseling services, whatever you need, we are here for you, and our doors will always be here for you. We welcome you, and we thank you, and we love you.
You know, this is a wonderful event, and to see all the people here knows that it's making a difference and within our community here in Manatee County, with all the veteran services and all the nonprofits that are here that are willing to reach out to the community and to really ensure that our veterans are taken care of? Well, it was important to us as a board because we are now putting an opportunity for veterans to get actual housing and get them back on their feet, which is so important within our community, and to ensure that they have the services needed so that they can have the ability to plug back in the community and get that sense of purpose again. It means everything to me to know the fact that in Manatee County, we are supporting our veterans. People are able to come here, get haircuts. There's other services here like Centerstone and family resources to really reach out to the community of veterans and to let them know that we have services for them if they need them. So I think one of the things that I see personally is there are a lot of veterans out there that don't realize the benefits that they have, that the benefits that they are able to get because of their either their disability status or the opportunity out there to go actually back to school or get back into the workforce. And I think with the commission board that we have currently, we're going to work really hard at getting that message out because, there are voc rehab, for example, is one of those benefits that a veteran can get if he's over 20% disability through the VA, which will pay for all their schooling and get them BAH every single month and get them plugged in where they'll actually help them find a job. It's so critical. I can tell you for myself, I was able to get an MBA to actually go to school, and they paid for everything. They paid for the schooling, and they gave me a monthly BAH stipend to live on while I was going to school. And that was separate from the GI Bill. So not only did the GI Bill pay for my bachelor's degree, but it also paid for my MBA through the voc rehab program, which a lot of veterans, believe it or not, don't know they're eligible for. Yeah, it's so rewarding that we're finally at a stage where we have in the executive roles, we have two Marine Corps veterans, and then on the county side of things, we have County Administrator Charlie Bishop, who is a 20-year retired Air Force veteran. So we have something that's very unique in Manatee County to actually help our veterans because we know what it's like. So we understand there's discrepancies that we can plug in to really begin to move that needle forward. And I believe since I've been on the board, we've really made a lot of strides in that direction. Our efforts are constantly keeping our veterans engaged and information pushed out so that they know that we're here to support them, that they can set an appointment with Veteran Services to see what they're eligible for at any time. And we are looking to cut down the wait time for a veteran to actually set an appointment with the county.
Well, one, I think it's important to be here is because I'm a veteran. I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and anything we can do to help veterans in today's society, especially in Manatee County, is so important to give back to the people that gave us the most. And Stand Down is a wonderful operation that's put together to help veterans that are in need, to have the homeless veterans come in and get medical, dental, even get a haircut, to just get basic services for these guys, to give them some of their dignity back. Also, it helps the veterans come in, and there's all the resources for them, from vet court to Manatee County Veteran Services to other services they need, are here in one place. So it gives them the opportunity to meet in one place, get those services taken care of, and it's life-changing for some of these guys and some of these gals, but it's life-changing to where they can come in and they can get the basic needs. They can get socks, they can get t-shirts, they can get clothing, they can get whatever they need today. And for being here for 25 years, that's just amazing for what is going on here and what Turning Points does. And Manatee County, we are so behind our veterans. Having 3 veterans that sit up on the dais, it's so important for us to recognize these folks, from housing to being able to sit down with them to everything they need to meet their needs. If they have a disability they don't know about, to get taken care of. So it's just one of them. It's just amazing. We do this every year, and Turning Points it just does a great job. It's heartwarming. It's exciting to see that so many volunteers here today, so many companies are here today to help their veterans. And it just shows that how much Manatee County cares about their veterans. Not just the county, but people that live in this county care about their veterans showing up today. All the hundreds of volunteers, all the companies that are here, Red Cross, you got Goodwill, you got MCR, you got everybody's here today to give back. And that's what we need to do. We just got to keep giving back to those, again, who gave so much for us and have served our country, stood on that wall, and protected our freedoms. Well, I think, Commissioner Bearden's championing that veterans housing project, and to be able to have veterans to have housing for them to be able to live. And we know that housing and shelter is one of the most important things a human can have. But for our veterans to know that they have a place they can live, to have it's free from anything that they need. I mean, it's just so important to be able to give them a place to go and to live and to be a part of something and to have something they call home, and they could have a shelter over their head. This is going to be a great project for Manatee County when we get this off the ground. It's going to be a great project for our veterans, and it's going to be a place where they can go and live and just live their lives and become part of society again. Well, we have a great Florida Department of VA that really reaches out to veterans. They have housing all across the state of Florida. Fortunately, they haven't built anything here for us yet, but they have housing for veterans where elderly veterans can go that have no one to take care of them. Veterans can go there and live that are disabled and things like that, and it's free for the veterans. So that's a great resource here at the state of Florida. And Manatee County, when we'll kick off this veteran housing, it's going to be a great thing for Manatee County and for the veterans of Manatee County. Well, I mean, we hired a great guy in Lee DiPaolo, retired Air Force, and he's going to do a great job for us in that position. I think what we need to do, focus on in Manatee County, is the veteran housing. Also, we need to focus on having the voucher program here in Manatee County, where our Manatee County veterans don't have to go to another county to get their vouchers for rental in Manatee County. So I think that's so important to us too. I think our veteran services is top notch. The crew over there does a great job. Renee and her crew, the folks that work there, I mean, they're overwhelmed because of the services we provide and help the veterans find out what services are available to them and our veteran services. So Lee's got a great crew ready for him. He stepped into a great position. We're looking for great things from him here in Manatee County. Well, let the veterans know that we are here for them. 1,000% we're here for them. We were going to meet their needs in Manatee County. We're going to go above and beyond to what their needs are here in Manatee County. So we want the veterans to know that if they have a need, they can reach out to myself or Commissioner Bearden. They can reach out to Veteran Services, and we're going to work hard to get those needs taken care of here in Manatee County for them. And let our veterans know we care for them, we care about them, we appreciate their service and everything that they have done for us, and thank them for standing on that wall and protecting our freedoms.
Hello, my name is Shane Lindegren. I'm the barber instructor at Manatee Technical College, and we're here today with this great event to give back to the veterans of our community and give our barbers some reps out here where the rubber hits the road, actually. Get out of the classroom and mix it up a little bit. It brings me great joy to watch the classroom actually come into action. You know, we spend a lot of time in the room, books, studies, mannequins. We do get heads out at the school, but this is the better way to do it, out in the community, communicating with real live people, right, back and forth, giving back where we can. So it makes me feel very happy to see it in action.
Yes, I enjoy it a lot. I just think service in general, just helping in any way in the community, whether it's, a food drive or, when you're giving out food or, really anything to give back to the community. So coming out here to do this it's really special because we get the opportunity, to like Mr. Shane said, get some reps in. I get to meet some wonderful people, and have good conversations. So.
One of the things, too, is an easy way for us to give back is with our time. So a simple way to give back is a few hours of our time to say thank you for people's service. So,
yes, it's really, really rewarding. It's just fulfilling, it makes your heart feel good, because they fought hard and, did everything they could to protect our country and us as people. So it's just a really special event. So I'm really grateful to be here and get the opportunity.
This is my third year with the school for Manatee Technical College as an instructor, but I also went to the school a few years back. So closer to a decade, about 7 years ago, I was a student as well, and I did the same event. So that's pre-COVID and whatnot, but we've been doing this a while. So, and now for me to be in charge and leading it, it feels pretty good to come back and give back to the community. The barbering program consists of, we're getting heckled. The barbering program at Manatee Technical College consists of a 900-hour course. It's about 8 months. It covers all the basics from shear work, trimmers, razor work, all the fun stuff. We do shampooing, men's facials. What else am I forgetting?
Facials, shampoos,
perms,
yeah.
A lot of perms we do. So chemical services, we do relaxers,
shaves,
a lot of things. A lot of the barbers show up and don't realize they're going to have to do perms and long hair. And then they're like, what?
Yeah.
You can go on. I have over here at the table, I have a QR code that you can scan. That's very easy. You can go to our website as well. You can call us. You can walk in even. We'll give you a tour. We'll show you around and get you in touch with one of the career counselors of the programs.
Yeah. I think I covered it a little bit. I'm just grateful to be here and give them a free cut. I just had another guy come and he was like, I went to the barbershop this morning. It was like $45, and I said, hey, man, I'm really glad you came here because I'm more than happy to give you a cut for free and have great conversation. All these guys are wonderful men, so it's just really an amazing event.
Same with me. These guys are all volunteers. The school's not paying them to be here. They're here by their own free will, but it's a good, honest, genuine way to say thank you. So from me, sincerely, thank you for your service.
Okay, so my name is Renee Medina. I am the Manatee County Veteran Service Officer for Manatee County. We're here today to make sure that our veterans know what their benefits are. Make sure that they have benefits. If they don't, that they're taking advantage of them. A lot of veterans don't realize that all veterans, whether are eligible for veterans depending on when they served and their discharge status. So we want to make sure and get the word out and get them in, get them connected with their benefits. Okay, so there's the two main ways to get a hold of us is vets at mymanatee.org. That's our email address. They can reach out that way. They can let us know what their issue is, what questions they have, and we're usually going to schedule them with a veteran service counselor and make sure not only do we answer their questions, but we also make sure that they're familiar with all of their benefits. There's a lot of benefits that they may be eligible for that they aren't informed of when they get out of the military. For instance, pension is a benefit that is not eligible to veterans until they're 65 or older. So when they're getting out of the military is a young man's game, young woman's game. So the military doesn't know about that benefit and they don't inform their veterans. So we make sure they're aware. So that's Tunnels for Towers. It was just approved, and we're very excited about it. It's going to provide sustainable housing for veterans in Manatee County. And I think the most important reason that is important to our veterans is because it's going to house those veterans permanently that are low income, that they're having trouble with getting housing. They don't necessarily have to be homeless. They can be, but it will also help low to medium income veterans as well. The other reason that I think it's so important is because it's going to take the burden off the county for those veterans who are housed. It's going to leave those resources open and available for other populations that may not be eligible for veterans benefits. So it's going to help everyone in the county. I think it's a really, really great project. I'm very excited to see him come. Yeah, I think it's going to be important to see how it works here, and hopefully we'll be a role model so other people can see how important it is and the good things that it brings to the community. And you're right, it'll connect other counties who are on the fence or not sure and need more information. We'll be able to provide it for them. It's exciting. So with our new director, that's Lee DiPaolo, he's a combat rescue helicopter pilot from the Air Force. He's already met with us. We've already had some good conversations. For one thing, we would like to see veteran services become more centralized. As the county grows, and as they become, more moving outward, we're going to need a more centralized location to make sure that we're easily accessible for the entire county. So I think he's going to be assisting us with that. He's going to be providing a lot of stability that we need to make sure that any needs that we do have for our veterans, any gaps that we see, he's going to be able to pave the path to make sure that we can get that done. Him being a veteran is very beneficial. We've been very lucky to have our prior director a veteran as well, and they've always made sure that our veterans are getting taken care of. So it's going to be wonderful to work with him and get rid of those barriers that we may have or that we come up in the future with. Well, of all the events in Manatee County, this is my favorite. I have been doing this for the last 8 years, and it warms my heart. We're actually doing things at the stand down that we can't do the rest of the year. We're taking down those barriers like transportation or money. We're putting it all in one place so veterans don't have to worry about making appointments or trying to find transportation there. We actually make the transportation to the stand down free every year. All they got to do is go on a bus and say, hey, I'm going to the stand down, and they have free transportation here. So that's my favorite part of it. It takes away those barriers. But it's wonderful. Every year we see more and more community partners reaching out to see how they can help and what they can do for veterans, which is, it's wonderful. It really is. So I would like to say that come and see what you're eligible for. A lot of veterans, when they get out, they're moving on with new jobs and education, and their life is busy. They're taking care of their families, they're taking care of their children. So they kind of put veterans benefits on the back burner. They don't really seek us out until they need something. But I think it's really important that they know that they have benefits. They need to come and find out what they are. The other thing I'd like to say as a female veteran, it's really important that female veterans know they are veterans as well. A lot of female veterans feel that they're not veterans because at the time they didn't serve in war or they weren't a combat soldier or a combat sailor. That's not the fact. The fact is that they are veterans as well, and they've earned their benefits right along their male counterparts. Please come and see us and let us tell you what those benefits are. Let us assist you with those claims that you may have had difficulty with in the past. We see a lot of veterans who have had trouble getting benefits because they don't understand the process, and we can clear that process up for you and pave the way to making sure that if you have been wronged by the VA or you have been wronged with your claims, we can fix them.
I'm Dr. Dedrick Staka with MCR Health. I'm the VP of Optometry, and I'm really excited that we're out here providing services to people in the community. And I love that we have so many members of our team, and it's a comprehensive effort. It's been great. It's been great that we've been a part of this for so long. MCR has been a great partner with Turning Points and Veteran Stand Down, and it's nice to see the growth. We offer more and more services every year. We get questions. We kind of get to anticipate what people may need, so we can kind of bring those to the next event. And it's a full effort. We start planning this months in advance, and it's really exciting to provide it to the community. On the eye care side, it's so interesting because people sometimes think the only thing is if they can see. If they can see, they have no problems. But sometimes people don't know about diabetes, glaucoma, certain things that may not jump out as a problem. But if we caught it early, we could kind of make some interventions. So it gives us a good opportunity to have some great conversations. We've seen over 30 people today, and it's going great. MCR is great. We're really lucky. It's really an asset. One of the largest federally qualified health centers in the whole state of Florida, right here in Manatee County. But one of the things that I really pride where MCR is we offer a lot of specialty services. We offer care coordination, financial counseling. It's really a full life cycle of services to the patient so they have all of their healthcare needs. Not that, we want to do one part of it and send out. No, we really want to provide the services in full to the patients. I think the most important thing for veterans, community, patients to know is we care about you. We care about you. We're working better to get better every day. New services, new options, new opportunities for our patients. So give us a call and we'll keep working for you.
My name is Kenyatta Daniel. I'm the clinical manager for MCR Dental, and I'm here today for us to help the veterans as far as getting free screenings. We're just doing the screenings to let them know that they need to get in to see the dentist and give them kind of an idea as to how soon they need to get in. One of the main things is to make sure that they're coming every 6 months for their cleanings and making sure that they're getting in to get their x-rays done and just basically make sure that it's a routine thing. Yes, it is. It's one of the main things because dental also affects your health. So we try to make sure that we, coordinate with everybody as far as make sure that they go get their medical done as well. It means the world to me. My dad, he was a veteran, a Marine, so just giving back to the community and helping them is huge. That we're very much community-based. We love helping the community, going around and providing our services as much as possible.
My name is Esperanza Gamboa. I am the Director of Outreach and Community Affairs for MCR Health. We are here because today is one of the happiest days when we can serve back to our veterans. For 25 years, Manatee County served the veterans, providing all the services that they need and giving a big thanks for their services to our country. And today MCR Health is here. We are providing different services with nursing, testing, different exams. We are doing Hep C, we are doing dental, vision services. We have our physicians here today providing medical checkups. Why? Because MCR really care about our community. We are a not-for-profit, and for 40 years we have served this community. MCR is providing services in Manatee, Sarasota, and DeSoto counties. We are providing multiple services, multiple specialties in different health centers, more than 25 at this moment. We are providing services with pediatricians, OB, GYN. Also, we have cardiology, we have dermatology, dental, and vision, and much more than that. If any people need help to get appointments with MCR Health, they can call to 941-776-4000. We can help them to get appointments. If they don't speak English, we have services with people that are bilingual in Spanish and people that can help also in Creole. If anyone needs to get appointments, walk-ins, they can go to 2 locations. Lawton Childs, that's a center for children. We have pediatricians and we have dental services for children, and also we have at Manatee East, that's located at Manatee Avenue, and we are providing walk-in services in those 2 locations. We would like the veterans to know, number one, that we appreciate their services and we respect their services to our country. MCR centers, MCR health centers, services are available to them. If they have insurance or they don't have insurance, we have services. We will never deny services, especially to our veterans. And we have multiple specialties, and including dental and vision services for all the veterans. And we really would like to say thank you to them and make sure that they can stop by or call us and we can provide the services they need.
My name is Tina Brown, and I'm with the United States Naval Sea Cadet Corps. It's a youth organization, and we're from Sarasota and Manatee County. We're serving the homeless veterans, and we're giving them backpacks, sleeping bags, and a duffel bag. I feel that they are so deserving of our respect and care after they served us and gave to us. I'm grateful. They really are grateful for the service of these young people, and they spend a lot of time talking to us and telling us their sea stories, and we just enjoy their, I'm glad to speak with them, and we all are.
Well, I think it's a great opportunity to help people who really need these kind of things, and it's just a shame that some veterans don't have the respect they deserve, and this is definitely something they need, and I feel really good about helping them. So,
Yes, I have. I have participated in this event. This is my 5th time now, I believe, and every single time I have been really glad to come here to honor our veterans. I really tell them that they should really come out and help, because not only is it good for the veterans, but we also get to learn because they share their stories with us, and we kind of get to know them better, I guess I could say, and it just makes us feel more connected and we can honor them more. It makes me really glad that I joined this unit, and I'm really happy to come out here because everyone here is really nice, and they really respect the veterans. Some people, they don't really understand the fact that the veterans risk their life for us, but everyone here understands that, and they're really kind to everyone, and it just really makes me happy to see that the veterans are finally getting appreciated like they need to be.
I feel it's important at all ages to serve others. We have a society often that's entitled. We're entitled to nothing, and we're here to serve. And this is an organization that serves others, and we help young people get ready for the real world. We want you here. We want you to be part of this. You're doing a bigger service to us than we could ever do. We can never repay what you've done for us.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and